Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Last time we looked at a Drachenader folding knife. Today I've got a fixed blade. This one has a very complicated name, a Boerte something something. So anyways, let's take a look at it. Okay guys, so as I mentioned, it's a pretty long name. I'm not even going to attempt to try and pronounce it. I will leave a link in the description below. You can see it there, but you know, whatever. Name isn't as important. These are, I think, like 22 bucks, and I will leave the affiliate link. It does give me a small kickback, so if you're going to buy the knife anyways, please use the link. It does help me out a little bit. I think I get like 3%, so it's not a ton, but it's enough that I really appreciate it if you do it. Okay, so onto the knife. You know, just standard box. Inside, as with all the other products, you get a nice little microfiber cleaning cloth. You also get a tool, so you get a Phillips head on one side and an Allen on the other. I believe the Phillips is for the sheath, so yeah, you can take that off if you want. And then I think the Allen is for, yeah, it's for the handle scale, if you can see that there. Okay, so let's get the plastic and junk off of here. You know, as usual, you know, very nice packaging. You get a nice little foam insert there to keep everything in place, which is nice. And, you know, everything's protected with some light oiling, and yeah, there you go. There's the knife. So, let me get this stuff out of the way. Okay, so taking a look at the sheath first, you do have a belt loop on here, and the nice thing is that you get both the Velcro and a snap on there, so you can put this on your belt without having to take your belt off, which is super cool. Yeah, you can take the whole thing off, and yeah, if you don't want that on there, you can probably attach you know, pocket clip if you'd rather carry it that way, or you know, tie it onto your bag, however you like to carry your knife. The other nice thing is it has a snap for the retention, although the way this thing snaps in, I don't think you need it. You can hear that click. Yeah, there's no movement in there. That rattling you hear is just the snap, but there is zero rattling on the sheath, and the knife is not coming out of there unless you want it to. They do give you a nice little thumb ramp here, so you can just push ever so slightly on that, and knife comes right out. And like I said, you got the retention if you want it with the snap, and that goes on there really easily, so very cool. And you get a nice little amount there on the end that makes it easy to grab that and pull that apart. So yeah, nice little tab. Boop. It does come with a lanyard, and it does appear to be actual paracord with the inner strands. I don't know if you can see that on there, but I believe that is real paracord. Sheath is just a straight up ABS plastic. So, you know, at the price point, you don't expect much more than that. So, okay, onto the knife. I'll leave the dimensions up here. It's a little over a 5-inch blade, and I think it's a little over 8 inch, or it's either 8 or 9 inches in length. Again, look up there. The handle scales are ABS plastic, and they have that primitive design to them. They are not rough on the hand, so yeah, that actually feels okay. You got very light jimping up here. I'd probably prefer to have that just a little bit more aggressive, but at least it's not rough on the finger. You got a standard you know, drop point blade. Feels like a hollow grind on there, which is really cool. And yeah, you know, pretty standard fare. You got the black coating, and it is a full tang knife. You got a finger choil. Fits great in the hand. Yeah, I have large size hands, so you know, it fits my hand perfect. But let's see how it performs. It feels sharp. Oh, I guess blade steel is 5CR14 MOV, so you know, this is a cheaper Chinese steel, medium grade. You know, it's very easy to sharpen, but it's not going to hold the edge as long as something like a D2. So anyways, just know that's what you're getting at this price point, and let's go ahead and see how she performs. As usual, I got the Bud K magazine paper. Let's see if I can actually get it to not bend. There we go. It's cutting. It's not the sharpest thing I've ever had out of the box. If you get it at the right angle, it'll cut, but it's not real happy. It's doing a little bit more tearing than anything. Not really the sharpest thing out of the box. You know, if you stab and pull, it'll cut. Just not the cleanest cuts. So, yeah, not great, not terrible. Try one more piece here and see how it does. Yeah, it's just not. It could be sharper. It's okay. It's just not great. So, yeah, paper test. All right, got the pizza box lid here. Now that cut just fine. So you get to the edge there, I guess. But, yeah, that's okay. Not great. Not terrible. So, yeah. Alright, got a twig here. We'll see if it chops through. Yeah, that actually worked really well. Nice clean cut. Yeah, chopping just fine. Not bad. Alright, let's see if it'll do a little bit of feathering here. Oh yeah, making nice curls. Yeah, did great at the feather sticking. Great. See it show baton a little bit here. Alright, let's check the tip. did not break and did not bend. Good deal. Well, guys, despite the fact that it didn't do so hot on the magazine paper, everything else it did actually really well. The feather sticking was amazing. It's a very good slicer, and it actually does really well at the chopping as well. So, the weaknesses, of course, are going to be that the materials aren't the highest grade. So, just know at $20 or whatever that you're getting a, medium grade blade steel, nothing fancy, and, you're getting a lot of plastic, ABS plastic. But I will say that the handle scales didn't budge at all. They are nice and tight. The sheath is designed really well, very snug. No issues with the performance at all. It's just, you're going to have to sharpen it more. It's going to be a weaker steel than some of the other things you can buy out there at a little bit of a higher price point. But for $20, this is actually a pretty good knife. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing the review and seeing me beat on this knife a little bit. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. I got one more Drachenader, and then we'll move on to some other stuff. See you on the next one.